Alrighty, good afternoon. You may be wondering why I'm not chasing today. It is a severe weather threat across the Mid-South. Pretty minimal threat, but Facebook hacks again, being targeted by these companies. And it takes a lot of effort to fight these people, and it's frightening. I don't like yelling at folks. We may get into that. There may be some yelling, so if you don't like that, like I said, I try not to yell at people, but we're going to bring these videos back. We're going to show you, like I said, we're following up another 2 weeks, trying to get into this thing. And we're just dealing with a circumstance right now that it's a David and Goliath situation. I don't know where these companies, Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg as well, whether they like me or not. At this point, I'm looking at it like kind of where like combatants. I've been very brutish in the past and said a lot of things, and I'm not accusing them. I've learned a lot about computer science. I look up to these people. I don't wish any ill upon them. No violence, no gore. Hopefully, no jail time. I mean, I'm at risk of a lot of things. I'm at risk of violence and gore, blood and guts. But we're going to try to avoid all that. We're going to try to avoid all that. I've been tormented with fighting with these people for years now. And I've said a lot of ugly words. I've said a lot of things I don't mean. And honestly, I've been pretty harsh to them. I've been pretty cruel to their companies and them personally. So a lot of it's saber rattling. Let's go to the snake view so you can see me. There's been a lot of snake saber rattling and a lot of pen testing. I do a lot of pen testing because I've had some concerns here at the bottom of maybe a bogus algorithm, AI, gone rogue. They say, how does that work? And then a lot of people, they don't believe that shit. Now, 70 to 90% of these people, they don't have a computer science background. They don't know about the capabilities a computer has. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They're stupid. They're fucking stupid. And I'm not being critical of them, but I've had to learn myself. There's a lot about this stuff that I'm hopefully going to be exploring with you that I'm not ruling out collusion. I'm not ruling out possibly a coup, not just in America, but inside of these companies. We don't know. They may know. They may be able to read minds. I believe they have mind reading potential. They could be able to control people. That's one way they could mitigate this hazard. But if not, or if they're not all the way there yet, I mean, there could be factions inside of their companies. These are multinational companies, and I'm actually leaning toward right now. Maybe not, you never know because it's their word against yours. Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world. He don't give a rat's ass about money. He don't give a rat's ass about the money I can make for him. I could make him $20 million. Dude, he makes that in like 24 hours. Not more, probably more than that. You don't give a rat's ass about money. He's got his philosophy, and his philosophy may be good. I'm not pointing fingers at him. He's going through a real difficult time right now. A divorce, the media's on his ass. You got to think about him. And I've spent a lot of time with him on his videos, and you got to think about maybe he's not able to hear. I haven't ruled this out because I've been blacklisted from Amazon on these things. And I'm telling you what, I've emailed support, I've messaged support, nothing. It's like an army. They've got an army of ants down there, and some of them are from different countries, and they have capabilities. And I'm going to show you some of those capabilities, these black hat capabilities, and they could be embedded in Facebook. You could have a couple of coders, and it's nothing for them to switch a couple of lines of code. I've built games. I built Beer Smashing Me, an MIT game. and Scratch. I know what it takes to write code. I can write a couple hello world things. I can make calculators. I can do shit like that, but probably not to the degree that they're working on. They're working on uh, Python scripts. They're using all these Java scripts. They're using some of these scripts with this AI software. They're using this shit, and I'm suspecting a lot of the AI. I've heard it, and I'm not playing devil's advocate. I dealt with it with YouTube, and they were very patient with me. I cussed them. I yelled at them. I didn't come with any direct threats, but there was a lot of talking shit. There was a lot of talking shit. And I feel bad for a lot of that stuff because I'm a CEO of a company myself. And the more people that I reach out to, you know, I got 3,000 Facebook followers on one of my channels, which I was not able to access today. I don't use that channel but about 20 times, and it's supposed to fucking work. Same with the YouTube. You know, I spent 6 years working on that project. I was there before YouTube. I was chasing storms before YouTube. And I invested a lot in their company and a lot in their culture. And I felt like they were sliding away from me. And I had to test some of the things I was seeing. And you're the only one on a computer screen. It can get very lonely. I'm talking to you now. Like I said, there's nobody in here. Could be a collusion, could not be. Like I said, you got to know your data. Know, for me, it's easy to lose trust. Is the data I'm looking at accurate? Is this accurate data? Because if I can't trust my data and I can't trust my platform, I can't trust these people. And when they start causing cars to wreck and they start fucking with people, they start bullying, they start bird boxing, and they start causing financial damage, we got a problem. Some people, most people, they don't have the guts. They don't know what they're dealing with, or they're too insecure. They don't have the guts to take on these people, and they can't. And I'm going to show you how the window's just wide open for attack. And if they come, they're going to come like a thief in the night, just like the Bible they probably wrote, some of these people a long time ago. They're going to come like a thief in the night. Military systems could be rendered useless. You say, well, we're worried about Russia, we're worried about China, or we're worried about Iran. I'm like, you know, I think we've got some enemies at home that are probably more dangerous than any of these countries. And if they launch a system, they launch a strategic attack. I wanted to work with Prepper 3D. I wanted to work with Unity. I tried to work with Facebook and get the SDK when the Oculus SDK first came out. I wasn't allowed to get one. I don't know why. Everybody could get one. I signed up. I had the money to buy one. They wouldn't let me get an SDK. So they pick and choose who gets access to that market. That's illegal. That's stone cold illegal. It's discrimination. It's not what I thought about those people. Spent a lot of time learning from them. I didn't think, you know, that they would, that was against the culture that I thought. They didn't provide an explanation, so of course they're going to get yelled at. You don't have any option. It's just like these other ones. You can ask nicely, and they just will run all over you. It's just like in prison. Hey, can I have your tennis shoes? Give them your tennis shoes, and then you're going to be giving them your ass and your sandwich next week. They won't listen when you elevate. They don't want your money. They want you dead. You're needed dead. And they're harvesting you for every goddamn thing that you've got. And then they're coming to kill you. And that's that. As soon as they can weaponize and deploy, you're done. You're fucking done. They're going to have a bomb coming to me, right to me, as soon as they deploy this system, which could be any minute. So you got to know who's on whose side. Do they like me or do they hate me? Well, a lot of the shit they're doing, I suspect this proverbial judgment day type thing, and they've been recording us for X amount of years. And I don't know. I think some people are going to be able to buy their way out. I think there's a lot of corruption and there's a lot of bogus stuff. I think they're getting a little heavy handed. And I can't confirm or deny that. But what I can say is that the size of these machines, I believe, is pretty large, very large, very integrated. You have data centers that are like bigger than football stadiums. They're interconnected with miles of fiber optics, big around of steam pipes. I mean, you can walk inside of these fucking things. I'm talking about the heart, very heart of the internet. And I'm giving you just a little background before we get into actually working with the hardware and the software, so you can see what I deal with. It's possible, like I said, it may work right now. It may not work. I've been waiting for weeks and months. And I'm going to show you, like I said, if this is the richest company in the world, they're the richest companies, and they have access to so much power and so much data. Why doesn't it work? I just want to know. Why no callbacks? Other things seem to work for other people. If they didn't, we wouldn't hear nothing about it, or maybe we wouldn't. They're not interested in getting better. They're interested in finishing up this job so they can deploy. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with Amazon, namely Amazon Seller. And the website, if y'all want to come with me and see if it works for you, is sellercentral.amazon.com. So you and I are going to work together. And it really worries me. I mean, it worries me for the CEOs. Because, I mean, they really take a lot of the heat. They can't, like I said, playing devil's advocate with YouTube, they have so much content. I mean, it would take them like 200 years to go through all the shit per day. You want to talk about man hours? They physically can't. So it's like whatever they're dealing with is just getting out of hand. And they may, I don't know. I'm worried about it. And I've had a lot of bad nightmares. Let me go to the control room and see what you're able to see or what you're not able to see. Like I said, this computer can't run one of these. We'll try to run this in 30-minute blocks this time. That way, because we're probably going to have calls. I'll try to be nice. I've had to be nice to them. Got people I know that work. I don't want them, it sucks to be all that, but I know the feeling sometimes. So let's just all right, now here's what's happened. I want to talk to you about something that a lot of people, their memories may be fucked up and they're tested this, or they have a lot of platforms. This is very important. This is something, one of the reasons why I wanted to go down there myself as an employee and learn But this is a password error reset. This eats up tons of time. And I have lots of websites, and I may not ask them all the time. But I suspect, and I'd be willing to bet, because I know for a fact, I'm 90% sure that they're changing fuckers' passwords and fucking with them and testing their memory. But over time, when you confuse somebody long enough, you can fuck with their memory. I don't know. But it's possible. Like I said, I've got so many different websites that I've got to remember. There's got to be a different way of authentication. I think the passwords are dead. You know, I don't know. But there's something shady going on with it. I've sat next to them night by night, and I've seen it work. I've proven they've been fucking with me. But just something we're talking about there. So I'm going to go ahead and do the forgot your password, because it happens. All right, so they're going to go ahead. We're working together, you and I. We're going through this, and we're going to get to the bottom of it. You know, and it's something that scares me, because you can get in deep. I mean, this is bad. I mean, and I feel like, I mean, a lot of these people, they're going to have their own missions. I mean, it could sabotage their own missions. You never know. I mean, when it gets carried away, there's just not a whole lot you can do to stop it. All right, so here we go. We do success. I guess what we could do is add mobile number. We've had a big time problem with this, and namely this number shit. I think they have something to do with crisscrossing accounts, is where I got at it. They weren't willing to roll up their sleeves, and eventually they like have blocked me. I guess they've got my number on a blacklist too, because they know I'll yell at them. I have yelled at them. I've been polite, but after a while, I mean, they could keep me on here forever. They don't care. Once they get past that point, they become angry. All right, so now we're going to test. This is working. Text functionality is working here. We're going to cut right through it. I'm tired of doing this. I got to use the spotlight. We should have something going on next week, hopefully. Okay, and so here's what it's throwing. The phone number you've entered already exists with another account. And I'm going to tell you, I remember it was last year or the year before when all of this shit went down. I had let's go to Snakehead view. We're just going to have a little powwow, you and I, a little fireside chat. Last year, what we had was we had a number of calls. All right, you got to understand, this is my first time encountering this, and I've got a lot of different email accounts. I mean, the internet doesn't come with a book. If it does, I'll write it. But which KDP has always worked fine. I've never had a problem out of KDP. I've been grateful to KDP. KDP works, and I've been curious about looking into some other features with it, but you get worn out. I have a lot of different KDP accounts because when I started, some account features worked. Some sites, the features didn't work. you know, and there's lots of branches to Amazon, you know, that they're more than just, they wanted to be the everything store is what I had heard, you know, through the grapevine, but they wanted to be the everything store and they could do a lot of things. But for users like me, there's a lot of neat things you can do with them as well, like the Seller Central. Um, they've got the affiliate program, and the affiliate program's jammed up. I get jammed up on that one, and I invested a lot of money in some things and some other stuff I'm not going to go into, but it never worked out. Never worked out, and between 4 or 5 accounts, and I got a lot of websites I manage. When I started, I bit off a lot more than I could chew, and you get wore out. You get worn out. Life catches up to you. There's a lot that you got to do. This, you know, work and school and other things. And I think I'm just between you and I. We've got 8 minutes and 30 seconds left on this. There's a lot of times, if you don't know, especially now, I mean, this emerging technologies, you're going to bite off more than you can chew. You're going to bite off more than you can chew. And if you bite off more than you can chew, burnout can happen. I don't burn out. I don't like the idea of burnout. I'll work on something else for a while because there's a lot of delay time. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, if you enter the wrong password a couple of times, or like I said, some of these text calling, you know, they got to call or text you for verification or some of those things. That shit ain't working well, which we're going to confirm or deny that here tonight. Hopefully, they'll lock you out for an hour. Sometimes a lot of issues you may have to email customer support. That could take 1 or 2 days. I got caught in the jam where they take 2 weeks. Some weeks they just don't message you back. And it's the same motherfucking chain letter type thing. No ID passport, no ID passport. I sent out the ID and the passport. Y'all got it. That's bad news. Where did it go? I asked them where it went. They wouldn't fucking tell me. And then they come in with, oh, it's secret. We can't tell you this, that, and the other. I'm like, how does that work? And they acted like I was the perp trying to get in. I'm like, I said, we've got a mix up. I said, I'm Terry Tyler from Tupelo, motherfucker. These are my credentials. You know, what have you done with them? And they got mixed up, and to this day, it hasn't been sorted out. It hasn't been sorted out. And the worst part is the yelling. During that period, I had a lot of stress, and it was common for me to yell at these fuckers after a while. And because they were being cruel to me, they were picking on me. And I'm like, hey, they're going to do this shit. It's a helpless feeling, and it's costed me no telling how much money, you know, and millions of dollars that I could have or would have made. And I hear a lot of these people talk about these products. They're the cornerstones of what they do. And I said, hell, that shit don't work for me. It ain't no different than the SDK. They're micromanaging Americans' economy. They're releasing certain products and certain things they offer to other people that they like as a form of endorsement. And the people that don't have it, like I said, I'm no telling where my competitors are at on Facebook. I was isolated from my whole community. And so I had to delete all of them and start from scratch because none of my posts ever showed up. That just nobody likes or sees anything. And there's no data, no analytics, no insights for that area. So I said, well, let's start from scratch. And I found out, I confirmed it. That's stuck at this 120. I've been thinking about what that means, what that number means. And I think I know what it means. I think I know exactly what it means, and it's an insult. And they've locked it there. And I sent the people messages. They still ain't ever fixed it. They won't fix it. I talked to people. I said, that's defamation. I said, it's hard to defame somebody that they can't even see. That's how they do. They just put a black fucking list on you. They'll deboost your ass or whatever. And then what they're doing to the women. Now, we're not even going into that. We're going into that's a whole nother episode. We're going to try to stay focused on this. What they're doing to the women is just real perverted. You know, they're cyber moes. They're cyber moes up there. And they'll fuck with you. And they're selling their people. Oh, yeah. They're selling their people. So it's only a matter of time until they come and get me. You know, it's only a matter of time. They're getting more powerful every day. You got to understand, these people have 20,000, 40,000 or more engineers that work for them, PhDs. I mean, they got some sharp people. They got AI systems working with them. They may have even more than that. You know, they're centered in a lot of different countries. They got a lot of different options. They got a lot of leverage. You know, they could be coming from one of their foreign places. I mean, you got Facebook in the Americas, you know, okay, we're not breaking American law. We're not silencing this fucker, this, that, and the other. We're doing this, that, and the other. Oh, but the servers, the people over here in India or China or Asia, you know, not calling out those countries, God bless them. It doesn't know, who knows where it is. It might not even be in a country. It might be a server in international waters on a ship. Who dictates the laws there? So legally, you got the ship out there in international waters. It can do whatever the fuck it wants to do. It's not governed by the laws of any nation. And they're going into space. What are you going to do about it when it gets into space? And they hack into your defense satellites. Like I said, man. I mean, they don't like Christians. You see, that's the symbol. It's a bent cross. That fingerman shit, like V for Vendetta. Have you ever seen V for Vendetta? The guys with the masks and shit. The fingerman guy. That's what it is. That's what it is. So, any questions? We got a minute 30 left. Hope it ain't the secret police. The Facebook men. Yeah, Facebook men, they're not going to come as men. You know, you're going to have probably little drones the size of a credit card. They come right to your head. That's what they're doing. I think that Facebook and Amazon are both in cahoots. Amazon's mastering the drone delivery system. Facebook's mastering the face mapping system. Y'all are doing their work for them. Once they master that technology, they're coming like a thief in the night. They're coming in one day. As soon as that sun, you see on the satellites, like I show you, the sun coming up over the horizon, as quick as that sun passes from the Eastern Central Time to Western Central Time, your whole country's done. Smoked. 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 They could have hundreds of millions of those things, and they could churn them out 80,000, 120,000 a minute. And that would come in other countries too. You know, we don't know what their agenda is, and if it's not them, you know, you look at a scenario where their systems could be attacked and taken over easily. You know, whoever goes in there could take the shit. Whoever's got the keys to take it. But we'll see you in about 5 minutes. Okay, where we're stuck here, cannot add the mobile number. Not authorized, no seller account. So we can register. When we get this error, I want you to look into this. NCID, N is in November, C is in Charlie, I is in Inca, D is in Delta, A2S P0, excuse me, all capital letters, A2 S P, the letter, English letter O, B X 9 J A H J B P. That is our NCID. And we'll repeat the ID. A is in Alpha, 2, S is in Sierra, P is in Papa, O as in Oscar, B is in Beta, X as in X-ray, 9, J as in jargon, A as in alpha, H as in hotel, J as in jargon, B as in beta, P as in papa. It's going to be our NCID. Now it has a ZCID. A as in alpha, 2, S as in Sierra, P as in Papa, O as in Oscar, B as in Beta, X as in S-ray, 9, J as in jargon, A as in alpha, H as hotel, J as in jargon, B as in beta, P as in Papa. So apparently it looks like the NCID and the JCID are the same here. Why, I don't know what that means. It's above my head. And it's got us at 106.03, which that is not our time zone. That's going to be, we could go to our time zone chart. And that may help locate where this thing is located. So, how many hours is this? It's going to be 5 hours to the east. Okay, so that's coming from Praia or Reykjavik, possibly Iceland, Greenland. What's over here? Probably the western parts of England and Africa. Or it could be at sea. So let's go ahead and look at our map. We're going to switch to satellite view. And we're moving our way out. Like I said, my location is easily compromised, but we don't have a lot of money. Like I said, we're battling this David and Goliath. So we're looking with our satellite, and it's going to be somewhere. Could be the Greenland Sea. Could be up here north near the Arctic, Iceland. I'm sure they could do a better job at finding it, but it may or may not show up. So we're looking at Ireland, possibly Western Ireland. Down here, all the way down in here. Even south, Rio de Janeiro, down here. But I don't think it's quite over there. So you're looking into the South Atlantic, some of the deepest parts of the world down here in these trenches. And all the way down here into the Arctic Circle. So location in there is going to be very difficult to locate. It's possible. That's just what that timestamp, these IDs say. This is when it was recorded. That's before we even changed the day. So we're going to register, and it resets right out here. So you can click Start Selling. And again, we're on sellercentral.amazon.com. You're welcome to attempt this. Now, I've done this before. We're going to have to put in some information to go into the agreement. See if you're able to see this. Get you a little bit closer to the screen. Now, I'm going to throw in some possible suggestions of why this is happening. I'm not going to go into deep detail, but I suspect that they don't like some people's sexual behavior. They don't like violence. They don't like drug use. They don't like foul language. They may not like people of color. They may not like Jews. They may not like retarded people, mentally retarded people. They may not like, we don't know. I don't know. It's probably somewhere in the secret thing. We don't know where it is, but I'm suspecting, like I said, I'm not going to lie to you. We're not going to go into details, but I had to do porn in the past, and I've said a lot of bad things. I've used some hate speech. I'm not going to lie about that. And I was in a very ignorant state, very foolish state, but thank the Lord through the internet, I've learned a lot, and I've been able to learn myself out of that hole, you know, with a gentle, steady hand. So let's go ahead in here. And what we're going to do here, we've done this a million times. I can't tell you how many times, but where's you out? And I'm going to go in here. So we're going through the verification process. I mean, not that it matters. There's some sensitive information in here, and it's really scary. I feel like privacy to me in this age. Let's go to snakehead view. Snakehead view. All right, text functionality worked through here. We're going to snakehead view. I see a need, and I would like to believe that there are champions up there, and I'd like to believe that there are people that aren't guilty of some things that they say, and there may be saber rattling, there may be bullshit, and there may, like I said, I feel like there's a lot of rigging, possibly quantum rigging. We don't know how deep it goes, but for better or for worse, it may just need some strings need updating. I don't know. So let's go ahead and work on this verification here. Keep it at snakehead view. It's going to be 386-432. Okay. Now you also got to watch out for Zulu code in here. There's a lot of Zulu code. I'm not going to go into what that is. A lot of that, I don't know if it's real or if it's not. So you got to watch out. It's certain things that, you can't really confirm or deny, but you got to kind of keep an eye on them. A lot of them could be legitimate leads, and some of them aren't. And you never know. So let's go ahead. So this is the selling plan. Supposedly you have an option. Like I said, I don't know. I mean, it also comes down to there's a lot of other crazy things out there. People selling people, other things of that nature. And they can ham it up. Let me tell you what, they can ham it up. Especially guys like me that talk a lot of trash. They can ham it up to look like a bad guy, whether he is or he isn't. And this is one of our things. I say let the cards fall where they may. They may find diamonds in the rough. They may just kill everybody. There may just be a smorgasbord, a cleaning house. So we don't know if there's any corruption, if there's any collusion, any type of that activity. Certainly not accusing nobody. Certainly not saying anything. And if there is, there is. If there ain't, like I said, I just want to know the truth on these guys, where they really stand. Because to me, it seems like a lot of double standards, a lot of abuse, very, very heavy on the hand there. So we're not going to do this. This is supposed to be, there's a free one, which we don't. Let's try to go back over here, snakehead view. We're getting really kind of close to this information. So there's some information. So I like the idea of a just system, but we're just kind of trying to figure out where everybody stays, and hopefully there's no collusion. Hopefully, I don't know. So we stop here at the plan details. There's supposedly two different ones. You get your total subscription free, $39.99 plus additional selling fees, and this is supposedly a better deal. But I don't really have a loot for that right now. And so I think what they told me before, I've clicked on supposedly the wrong one. And this is where we get into a possible jam, which could be a technical difficulty on Amazon's end that was never gotten into. And I'm hoping to fix that today. And per seller, like I said, you can go back and look at the previous video. I'm going to take about a minute and 30-second break. I mean, I don't want war with these guys. If they've got some things they need to look into, then let them look into it. But I just, if they want transparency from me, I think I'm going to require that same level of transparency back. Otherwise, we're looking at an injustice. All right, about 45 seconds left. All right, let's get about ready. So this is possibly what happened way back in the day, about 2 years ago, when this all started. This was we had a scenario where I had to open an account, and this happened. Well, what happened was it opened the door. And I'm going to explain to you how this could be a risk. If not, and it's a risk for the CEOs. I'm just going to say that. I've been really cruel with my words in the privacy of my own home now. Like I said, I'm trying to test and figure out what's what. We went in here and they get your IMEI number and they get your cell phone number. And they can follow you. Once they get in there, it's really hard to shake them. And they can do what they want to you. There's not a lot you can do to protect yourself. And it may be them, it could be people on the inside. There's no difference between me sending an alert to, say, the White House or, the Kremlin or anywhere. Yeah, see, if say we run that test, we want to know, is it going through or is it not going through? So um, we sign back in and it's got us hung at this page. We'll Google search it. Here it is. Go right back to the home page here. And here it is. And I don't know if you can see some of these cryptic things up here. I'm not going to go into them. You may not be able to see it. But you just now see some of it, which I'm not really going into. Yeah, you see what I mean? So it's something that's only really available to the viewer, aka the user, the end user. You're going to be the only person that knows what you're looking at. And 95% of these abuse victims, I'm telling you, they don't report it. And if they do report it, their messages are shut down. They're already in their system. No diggity. This is how bad it is, and just how close we are to something really bad happening. So here we go. It's hot linking these two accounts straight off of the main website. So there it is. It's kind of forcing me into this area, and I forget. You got to call them, try to find a way to work them out, and we're going to do that if we could get with the tech support. I'm going to prove to you, beyond a shadow of a doubt, it's rigged. And like I told you, the one that's pulling that one string is going to be pulling all y'all strings. So there's a lot of them that you wouldn't say colluding. There may be people that support my theory or support America, support our country. And I support all countries. My story is between me and me. I don't want no crazy shit. I'm trying to survive through this period and be sort of a joiner for people that may be in a jam. There's certain people that just want to smash, smash, smash. It's the dicks, pussies, and assholes scenario. I'm pulling up with my phone here. That way you can see. No bullshit. I want you to be able to see. That way I'm not slipping a Mickey on you. It's gone. Oh, there it is. A lot of this shit goes back before I was even born, and that's the sick thing about it. Okay. So we're back here. We got the feedback button. We got the option to sign in. help. You say no, not a word in here on how to contact these fuckers at all. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna have to go up here and look, search for these numbers. Seller Central. So, okay, the search is call Amazon Seller Central. No information is available for this page. See why. You see that? What's happened here? Contact us, Amazon. No information is available for this page. Learn why. So let's go to Snakehead View. Snakehead View. No information in the search results. No information in the search results. Okay, this isn't my page. The page owner partially blocked the page from Google, so we couldn't create a good page description. Unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do ourselves. If you know the site's owners, tell them they are blocking Google with a robots text file, robots.txt file, which prevents Google from creating a page snippet. If it is your site, you're saying this page because it is blocked by robots.txt file on your website. Robots.txt tell us Google not to read your page if you block this page to us. We cannot read the page description. To create the problem, let Google create a page description or remove the page entirely from Google search results. Let Google create a page description. If you want a proper page description of the Google search, you must allow Google to read the page. Currently, Google can't read the page because your site has a special file called robots.txt that tells us not to read the page. Here's how to fix it. All right, so we're not going to get into all this. That's not what we're here for. We got it's sort of an Occam's razor, you know. We got to slice through the beef, you know. We're gonna get this done. So there's probably some other options. Go to the old page. It looks like there's some stuff in here. Now, 5 to 7, they are open from Sunday to Saturday. What does that mean? From 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. So they should be almost always open, or they're never open. Let's see. I had him say something like that once.
Thanks for calling Amazon's associate program. For questions about your account or becoming an affiliate, press 1. For something else, press 2, or stay on the line and someone will assist you shortly.
Now, as a rule of thumb, always be nice to these folks. Always be nice to them. And show some respect like it was your mother or your father, you know. I may have got myself in a hole by talking shit.
Press 1 if it's okay to send a text to your phone now. Otherwise, press pound.
So what we're going to do,
send you a text message.
Supposed to have sent a message. We did, text verification did work. So it wants us to reply yes, Y-E-S. It's a capital Y, lowercase e-s. Now it's in parentheses. Now some people may be slow. They may put that in there. I'm just not rolling that out.
Text message to verify your account.
So I send it in.
To verify your account.
We're testing this functionality.
Press bound.
Okay, we're sending it in.
Thanks for verifying your account.
Okay.
Tell me briefly why you're calling. You can say things like, I don't have my package, my Kindle ebook purchase, or my Amazon video.
Seller support.
Effective October 1st, 2018, Amazon customer service and its agents will no longer be able to transfer seller customers to seller support. For assistance with seller-related questions, contact us through the Seller Central website at sellercentral.amazon.com or on your mobile device through the Amazon Seller app. To repeat this message, press star or please hang up.
So apparently they've cut out that option. This is October last year.
October 1st, 2018. Amazon customer service and its agents will no longer be able to transfer seller customers to seller support. For assistance with seller-related questions, contact us through the Seller Central.
So you got to look at the structure of the organization. Amazon to see how many employees they've got. They have 647,500 employees. Now, if you follow the chart of growth, like I said, 647,000 employees, and that's not the black numbers. You know, in the tornado days, you know, they didn't count the blacks. I don't think we're that far away. I don't think they're counting the black numbers, but here we have that. And you see how it's exponentially, like Moore's law increasing, the number is expected to climb even higher. All right. So you tell me you have 647,000 people and you can't fix this fucking problem. All right. Now let's not try to be they're shining their nuts on me. So let's just shine our nuts at each other. And that's okay. It's transparency. Let's not get violent. Let's not beat anybody. Well, he's not on there. Or it could be a woman. Let's not be sexist now. That's another thing that we're trying to work on. Sexism. Number one, as of March 6th by Forbes.com, Jeff Bezos. And I've been cruel. I've said some cruel things about Bezos, and it's not, you know, just like all these other ones. You got to try to have some thick skin. I mean, some people I can't always say certain things about, you know, and a lot of these CEOs out here, I've said some rough things about, and I feel very bad about that, you know, and I'm open to, I don't know, some sand sessions, some other things, but they need to be able to take it. You're looking at these people that are going to be in charge of the world. These are people that, if they are good people, they need to be good for all people. And I think that there's a lot of things that are missing right now. And it's my job. Unfortunately, I don't want to get in anybody's shit, but I have to make sure that I'm trying to connect the old man, the new man, just wherever humanity's going, because I have debts I've got to pay to the man upstairs. And if God ain't real, he ain't real. But I just believe in trying to pay my debts to society, and I haven't been able to do that yet. And I want to pay my debts to society before I die. And in order to pay the financial debts. Some debts money can fix. Some debts are a little trickier. We're not going to get into all that moral stuff, but we've proven that we can't get in there. So I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to try to slip a Mickey on them. I've had it go like that. Call Amazon support, customer service. And again, like I said, I mean, if you're an asshole to people, don't be surprised if they're assholes back. But I think that there should be a certain period of time that all right, we're having some technical errors here. Could be Wi-Fi, could be in this. I'm not implying any collusion. You know, there are technical issues that happen. There are technical bugs. But fixing these things is serious. So we're going to try two different things. We're connected to the Wi-Fi. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn Wi-Fi off. And again, we're using iOS. We're not ruling out, like I said, I studied a lot of computer science. And I know a bit about this shit. I've got some skin in the game. So I pretty much know where it is. And that can be a trick and a trap of some of these people is accusing some people that aren't involved and getting them jammed up. That's a textbook tactic. But so we're going to try calling with the cellular network. And of course, it pops up here with the cellular network. Could be having internet issues. So let's go ahead and make the call.
Thank you for calling Amazon. This call could be recorded for quality assurance. To assist you quickly, we'd like to send a text message to verify your account. Message and data rates may apply.
Now notice
if it's okay to send a text to your phone now. Otherwise,
I have a lot of different accounts. There could be
you should get it within a few seconds.
a bug is what I'm also suspecting. I'm leaning towards that. The problem is there's so many different accounts and some of them won't work if you're tied into another account.
Thanks for verifying your account.
So we don't know that.
Briefly why you're calling. You can say things like, I don't have my package, my Kindle ebook purchase, or my Amazon video.
Customer support.
Go ahead and describe your issue in a few words. You can say things like, problem with my order.
Problem with account.
Or charge for a video.
Problem setting up account.
Just a moment. An associate will join you shortly.
So much for calling Amazon customer service. This is Dolly. Can I have your name, please?
Good evening, Miss Dolly. This is Terry Tyler.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Terry. Can you please verify your email in your account?
That's midsouthchasing@gmail.com.
Okay, thank you. Okay. You said it's Mid-South Media, am I right?
No, Mid-South Chasing. C as in Charlie, H as in hotel, A as in alpha, R as in Romeo. Oh, excuse me. C as in Charlie, A as in alpha. I'm sorry, my mind's not going through. C as in Charlie, H as in hotel, A as in alpha, R as in S, excuse me, C as in Charlie, H as in hotel, A as in alpha, S as in Sierra, I as in Inca, N as in November, G as golf, as in golf. I apologize.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have the order number as well, Terry?
No, ma'am. What I'm trying to do, I've been having trouble getting into my seller account for the past 2 years now, and I'm stuck here. I think I've been stuck in a jam, and I'm not able to get in touch with anyone that can help the problem. And where I'm at is at sellercentral.amazon.com. I've tried to set up the account, and I've been caught into a jam, and I need some help to get me out of this.
Yes. So because we do not already have a phone support for a seller, you need to
So you
contact them directly to that page. Can you see the option there to contact them?
well,
Just
see,
click
here's
the contact us.
here's the problem. See, this is bad. I just contacted these people like 2 weeks ago. I had them on the video. 2 weeks. I was waiting for 2 weeks for them to fix this technical glitch. The technical glitch on their page has not been fixed, and I've been blacklisted. And now I'm going to have to send them through their form. That form may or may not go through, and I will do that if I have to. But where did that whole team go? Because they used to have a number. They told me, the people told me right here that the problem is going to be fixed in 2 weeks. Before that, they said it was a simple technical glitch, something to do between the text and the phone, and now they're gone. What happened? I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah. They do not have already a phone support. They will get back to you via email.
So what happened to all those people?
Support.
What happened to all those people?
I do not have that specific information, Terry, but we were advised that if it is regarding to a seller account, we need to educate our customer to go to the Seller Central page for them to contact a seller support team via email.
Okay. Well, I'll give it a go.
Anyway, yes. Anyway, as long as you send an email to them through our website, but you need to log in. If you don't want to log in, since you are having trouble in your seller account, you can contact them without signing in. Just click the contact us, and then provide the program information you are contacting with, and then they will get back to you via email.
Alrighty. Well, have a good day, and I apologize, Miss Dolly. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
It's okay, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to Terry that I'd love to transfer you to a phone support. I understand that you really need this to be fixed, but I do not have the option already.
Yeah, well, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Have a good day.
Thank you so much. Same to you. Enjoy your weekend, Terry. Take care.
Bye-bye. Alrighty. So the rabbit hole deepens. We're going into now, it's going to be the fourth quarter. We're 45 minutes in, and what we're going to do is we're going to jam out, and I'm going to let you guys take about a 3-minute and 30-second break and get to hear a jam. We'll start in next. In the next video. All right. I know there's no one in the room. It's probably, I don't know how, I don't know why. I mean, could happen, might not happen, I don't know. everybody gets boosted. I never get boosted. It's about like winning the lottery. We're not implying no deboost. We're just saying that, I don't know, I'm happy with what we've got. Hopefully it'll stay up. I can take a look at it. I've noticed some weird things, but since we're in now, I'm going to show you what just happened. And hopefully you can review it yourself.
We're in a real bad state. And I'm hoping you guys can get me out of it. And if something bad happens to me, you find out who's behind it.
I got that Black Hawk up there.
Go get him.
And this hologram, I don't know what it means. So I'm going to be looking at. We're going to go ahead and show you the records. It's about 6 minutes.
Messages here. I've disconnected the stream. We're going to show you where we're at in our time as of stop that feed at 12:53. We'll close the browser. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to shut it down. No, we said restart. So let's restart it. What's the difference between the two? Y'all even know? Real quick, did you see that? Did you catch that? I didn't catch that. Real weird message just kind of subliminally dropped in. We don't know what's in there. Was it a coral horse? Or was it a coral? Was there a coral embedded and it was a horse's head inside of the coral? Was the coral alive? Destroying the coral reef. I'm worried about fucking people up on Griefer. I said we've got to get this squared away. It's taking a while. Shut it down a little longer than usual. All right. There's our post. So here we go. And we're going to begin to, like I said, for safety purposes, we're going to and you see these weird black windows flew down really quick. So let's take a look and reopen the Google Chrome. Again, we know all the stuff we know. We're back, and then we're going to connect you live. Like I said, my penis. I need people to join me. If you're on the YouTube watching, subscribe, join me, hire me. Click the YouTube. I'm gonna go ahead and sign in. And go ahead and enter the okay. And I'm going to try to get into your account. Of course, I try to.
Don't forget your horsies. Horsey. Horsies, 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 horsies. May the horse be worth you.
What we're gonna do is
I've never done the horse.
you got a couple of options here.
You know, I'm not ruling it out. I've never done the crack. You know, I've heard rumors of high performance people doing crack. I don't know. There's a lot of options that aren't available that I've looked into, and I just feel bad. The blind man that walketh without sight.
We're gonna go ahead and allow this option.
Then Terry Todd people up. Real tornado tracker. We're doing some testing right now, some pen testing. I'm trying to figure out what there's very cryptic shit. All hazards. We talk about emergency management. We talk about I've got 14 years skin in the game. I've got over my whole life since 12 years old, 11 years old. I've spent the majority of my life studying weather and radar and operations in the NOAA realm, the Department of Commerce, and for your United States National Weather Service under that umbrella. The mission, of course, to protect against life and property. I'm very scared as a kid. Almost got blown away a couple times, and the lightning. It puts fear of God in you.
All right, I'm gonna go live.
So it looks like we're starting to meet up. Are you ready?
All right. I know there's no one in the room. It's probably, I don't know how, I don't know why. I mean, could happen, might not happen. We don't know. You know, everybody gets boosted. I never get boosted. It's about like winning the lottery. We're not implying no deboost. We're just saying that, I don't know.
All right, what happened? Are we froze up here?
Now, we're in a real bad state. And I'm hoping you guys can get me out of it. And if something bad happens to me,
Yeah, it looks like
find out
something,
who's behind
whatever
it.
happened. Just compare the timestamps if you can. So what? We're back now in the present tense. Like I said, these cocksuckers. Ain't nobody in here. Subscriber count's important, but analytics, 2.8 subscribers come in, and that's okay. I don't suspect any collusion. It's a fascinating thing, and I love data, especially authentic data. That can do a lot of good. So let's start fresh off the bone. Fresh operating system. Pretty much, we could even go to fresh operating system. But see, we can even get deeper. I don't have the tools for that. I ain't got the money. So you cocksuckers need to donate or buy my book. Nobody wants to donate. Nobody wants to help their fellows. Like I said, so you reaping the benefits. I can't do it all. We work all night on it. So we type in seller Amazon. Here we have 777,000 results, or 777 million results, 0.59 seconds. And we're coming in here 3 times last visit, 3/30/19. So we're putting it all on the square, on the level, depending on how you look at it. No bullshit. You make your mind up, because after this, my head's clear. Whether it's cut off, sanded off, blown off, burned off, God willing. They're trying to, God may be dead. God may be dead. They may be God. And if not, they're fighting to be God. So they could torment you forever. I don't know what's up with that one infinite loop. Just seems to be, why go in circles forever? It's very disturbing, especially with the Menlo. Old Menlo Park. They don't have a very good view. They don't seem to help a whole lot either sometimes, but that's for another one. So we're in here right now. What I'm going to do, I'm entering in my password. I'm going to show you where we're at, but we're going to play a little jam. All right. Don't forget to get your Google Fi. So here we are. We're stuck at this, enter in this character letter. You can see where we're at. Well, we think we got this entered in right. Back. Section 3. Can't get it done. And again, like I said, I don't have an option right here to send the email. See that? So what the hell are we gonna do? I guess the log has got to get out. All right, we're Snakehead View. We got to figure out how to contact us. This is Amazon Services. Services.amazon.com/content sellers -contact ref equals ASUS underscore CU underscore HNAV. ASUS CU HNAV. So look into that. There's Amazon.com.mx. Fees may apply. So, what program are you contacting us about? We're going to go ahead. We're going to go selling products on Amazon. Do you have Amazon seller account? Yes, I have an Amazon seller account. Supposed to have created one in the past. Now, see, like I said, it drops it, it cuts it off. They're tied into these. You're gonna see. I'm gonna walk through you all the way. Walk with you all the way to your grave, or my grave, if you're allowed to see it. Please log into your seller account and use one of the following links. We have 4 options. Click to get help using your seller account. Can't log in, need help. How do I get paid? Adding inventory, work with orders. Click here to help with logging into Seller Central. Click here to request approval to sell in an approval required category. Click here to request UPC exemption for your products. Like I said, I've lost potentially millions. It's just a drag, and I don't care. Like I said, if my country don't care, I don't care either. I can be a cold, heartless son of a bitch too. And I hope it doesn't get that way. We're going to do this the gentleman's route or the ladies' route. Try to be kosher or whatever nation or God, whatever you believe to be the right way. And if you don't believe in God, fuck it. Do it the way you just going in here. You're wild with me. Like I said, you look at it unless they rig that up, which is getting there. So let's go ahead. Kind of crawl in here. We're going to sign in. We're using that password. It's throwing me back out. To better protect your account, please re-enter your password and then enter the characters as they're shown below. So it's throwing me back out. Or I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I entered it in the wrong way. And they have this CAPTCHA down here. All right, so this is the password now. We've got a W. We've got an A. We've got a B. We've got a 4. We got a 5. We got an 8. And you got to look into that. There was a lot of rigs. There was a lot of shit that's beyond the scope. Just a taste of what you're looking into. These fuckers were really after me. We've proven that right now. Way before. So don't even go there, baby. And we're in. I entered it in the right way. I may have entered it in, like I said, benefit of the doubt. I probably entered it in the wrong way. It's easy. You know, fat fingers, I got fat fingers. I'm a stupid fuck sometimes. Humanoids are stupid fucks. And sometimes fat fingers and clumsy fucks can jam into these things. Sometimes they can't. You know, you just got to have your wits about you. All right. So English, general account issues. And I think we have some image. Well, let me see here. Nope. Not in here. So what we're going to do is describe the issue. Been trying 2 years fighting with Amazon, suspect inside collusion. I've got a rigged string. We're called last month. They said 2 weeks. I called a month later. No one was there. I don't know what to do. They said to message you. I suspect there could be one of 3 issues to my knowledge. 1, there is a bug or glitch that is not being fixed by the Amazon team. 2, there is collusion with insiders to either overthrow the company or has gone rogue by blacklisting members. 3, I don't know. Can't really think of another one. Let's say 1 or 2 issues. So here's our email, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to initiate the callback number. Now we're going to, get in here. Use the same one we've used. I mean, it's like I said, we're all open up. So we're gonna go ahead, give them benefit of the doubt. I'm just trying to get this shit rolling. It's been 2 years. I'm 2 years behind. So here's our case ID. Case ID. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here. Oh, we're not even live. Fuck. Are we live? Yeah, we're live. Thank God. Going right into the second quarter. Here's the case ID number. Case ID 5936998971. And we're not signing in here. We were actually signing in for the help. Looking into the case. The case is open. And in this case, we need action needed by Amazon. We're looking at the case log. Here's the thing. I've had a lot of cases. They don't mind tying shit together, crossing platforms. There's a lot of bad shit. There's a lot of weird shit. But there's another one. We don't know what's going on, but we're going to give them the benefit of the doubt right here again. We're going to look in here and we're going to see what's going on. All cases, your cases, cases needing attention, filter all cases. I tell you what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and export the report. I'm going to pull out this case report because there's a lot of interesting stuff in the back works. We don't know what's going on with this case report. 2019, is it Q3 or 03? 331 T03 underscore 23 underscore 07. And it says right here 330 2019 10 underscore or 1023 here. So this is 1023 is what my clock says. That's 1023.58. And now 1024, we're talking about the end of that age. So it's going to be the killing of a large Holocene genocide, potentially. I don't know if they're going to fix that. They need to fix the transition because that ain't kosher. It says 330 right there. 2019, it says 331. So there's the proof, 34 kilobytes. So this is, I guess, the new law. 34 kilobytes. Excel. So they either kill or lock up all the people that are, I don't know. It's going to be bad. It's coming soon. I warned you. Just don't say I warned you because I did my due diligence. Case creation. Sunday, Mar 31. So they're, 03/21/14 at UTC. So they're going by Greenwich Mean Time. You have to enable edit if it allows edit. Okay, now that needs to be stretched out. Are y'all following this? We're looking into the severity numbers, number 4. And we're looking into some of these descriptions and issues going into this case. Case ID again, 5936998971. But the active time they claim is Sunday, March 31st, 03/21/14 UTC 2019, but we're actually logging this as Sunday. And there it is. No, that's not. So we need to review. MAR 30. Did you catch where that was at? No, that was 1032. Five, 7, somewhere in here. And 5-9 might have been. And I just have to add note. Review. Save that. Case report. And that case ID belongs in here. This is the case that we're talking about. Okay, so what we're going to do is contacting them. And respond. This is the 8.58 KB. Okay, sending forward. Here we go. Sent. This is going to be March 30, 2019 at 0830. And sent out. Case ID 59369989. So we're gonna play a close one, a jam. Some Aretha Franklin.
With neighborhood insights straight from the locals, Trulia helps you discover a place you'll love to live.
Watch out. Always gotta take a closer look sometimes. Yeah, this. We're gonna initiate a 2-minute and 29-second break. May have a band here because of the sounds, but this is another thing we're looking at. My commitment to YouTube during the tough battles. I'd help them, no cost at all, research new ways to get their bottom line up. So right now, it looks like we've done, I think, about all we can do right now. The case is in. The case is in. Go to the snakehead view. But the case is in, and you've got the information. And that's that. Take it easy. I'll let you know if I ain't dead. Like I said, keep an eye on it, man. I'm telling you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Also, don't forget to check out Greyhound Coursing. The Real Greyhound Coursing Club. It's I believe it's in Pakistan. I don't know. But they course dogs, and I've grown to love dogs, and I learned a lot about them. And I mean, well, not a lot about them. It's about sportsmanship. And, you know, what's good sportsmanship? And I think sportsmanship is very important. Fair dealing is very important. You know, and everybody's got their own definition of what fair dealing is. So, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. So what we're going to do is we're going to take you live in the control room. Like I said, I'm trying to sell this stuff out, some of these parts, and find out what I can do. So in that browser window, we've got Google Chrome. We've got a couple browser windows, all right? We've got our control room. We've got this is an incognito window. And then we've got where we've got jammed up. This is where it all ended. From there it goes up. It's off of my plate. It's out of my jurisdiction. It's above my pay grade. It ain't me. So there it is. Now what we're going to do, we've already contacted seller support. They said that whole department, you see it on there, unless they've deleted it. I'll actually cite that if I can. Roll these maybe up in a doobie. Where did all those people go? There's obviously a huge call center. Probably I'd estimate 2,200, 2,400 workers in a lot of different countries. That whole thing dropped off the map. Where did all the workers go? Were they fired or were they covered up? Where are those workers? You just now heard. So I'm not, I don't want to rat, and it's none of my business. It could be Amazon proprietary information. It's none of my business, but you never know. I see whatever they're doing is costing me possibly millions of dollars. And they think I'm a bad thing. They have their idea of good things. And I'm not a bad thing. They think we're all bad things. And people that aren't willing to come to the table on really small issues when we're dealing with a lot of bigger issues, I think they're severely distorted. Their perception of reality as they see it is incredibly distorted. And I really don't know what to say about that. So here we are. We're going to try to sign back in. It wants us to sign back in. So we're going to go ahead. Our information comes in. Incorrect password. So, okay, we're going to put in the password, supposedly. We try to get up in your way. Well, I'm trying to be as transparent as I could be. Like I said, I know where I stand. I don't know where these people stand. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to enter this in. I don't know. Can you see that? I'm calling a Y, lowercase y, as in Yankee. 734, 6, lowercase y as in Yankee. Sign in. Okay, now it's pulling us right back here, which has the exposed address, which is always a risk. Like I said, they're selling folks. They're killing people. So here we are. Back here, and we're going to go back to plan details, which it takes us right here. It's trying to charge $33.99. There's clearly a fucking jam here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up here to settings. There's nothing we can do right now but log out. And what I want to do is I'm going to close out. We're going to close these windows out because we got a couple windows in. And I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to initiate a reboot. All these windows are going to be closed out. And we're going to go up here. and we're going to go to help, and we're going to go about Google Chrome, and we're going to tell you what version of Chrome we're running, so you people can look into this. In 2021, oh yeah, don't forget to check out Dream Shifters, the Dream Shifters. They're trying to steal my shit. I got an idea for a movie. I need funding. It's in there. Go in there and look at the Dream Shifters. I built 2 episodes. Like I said, all these other people get a lot of views. I didn't get any. So I decided to quit giving them my shit so they could steal it. Google Chrome is up to date. Version 73.0, 3683.86. Official build 64-bit. So let's go ahead and repeat that. It's version 73.0.3683.86 space left, or excuse me, right crescent, left or right. We're talking about parenthesis bracket here. Capital O F F I C I A L space capital B U I L D backwards crescent or reverse crescent. Again, that's yet to be defined. We're looking at space, and we're going into 64-bit. Now, always be careful. These people could steal your shit. They can steal your stuff. They can make programs, and these artificial intelligence things are going to be a lot faster. They'll be a lot stronger. They're going to kill you. They're going to kill you. They're going to kill you. They're going to lock you in prison. They're going to lock you in prison. They're going to lock you in prison. They're going to kill you. They're going to kill you. They're going to kill you. Uh-oh. Just fucking with you. So we're up to date. Without going in too deep, we're going to go into the computer. We're going to right-click the computer, and we're going to go to Properties. If you're using Windows 10, I believe, or we're using Windows 7. The operating system here is Windows 7 Ultimate, 2009, Service Pack 1. It's got a 3.3 rating. Intel R Core TM2 Duo CPU P8700 at 2.53 GHz, 2.54 GHz. That's in gigahertz. That's the processor we're talking about. That can give you a little computer science. 4 gigs of installed memory. System type 64-bit operating system. Pen and touch. No pen or touch input is available for this display. So we're looking at pretty much some of the basics on here. What we're going to do is we're going to clear our cache. It could be done by going up here to your settings. You go down here. You go into your advanced section. And you go down here to clear browser data. That's going to get into your cookies, your cache, and more. So you can go to your time range. We're going to do all time, 199 megabytes. And there's password sign-in data. Let's go ahead and check that. Check all boxes, auto-fill data, content sites. This is going to erase a lot of your saved passwords, whatever. Should erase everything. I mean, these are the only fucking check boxes there are. So you're going to initiate. And of course, you see the rolling wheel right here. It's taking a little more time than usual. I've done this a lot of times. It shouldn't take this long. Between you and I, something ain't right. Let's go ahead and see if we're still streaming. Are y'all still with me? The wheel is still rotating, so I guess we're going to wait until this wheel If you can see this wheel rotating, it's not supposed to do that. When we're closer in, like I said, there's countries, there are a lot of places that you don't even know about. And I'm telling you, a lot of these guys, they're garbage. They're sacks of shit. They're losers. And they have the gall to talk about a guy like me. And it's all part of a bigger scheme. You know, they're just a bunch of bums, a bunch of fucking losers, a bunch of cybernetic squirt. I can put your whole race, all races, in a goddamn 2 shampoo bottles. You're garbage. Fuck you. And squirt your shampoo bottles together. I grow you rats, you roaches. But that's another topic for another day. Is the wheel still rolling? No, it looks like it's finished. Looks like it had a lot to clear in there. So let's go ahead and run it again, just for, it should be easier. And we go back, none, to verify if it's even been cleaned. I mean, what is this? 5 apps and 3 more. Who knows? What is that? You know, that's a whole nother monkey. I don't know. Don't look like you got the option to look in there. I don't fucking know. Like I said, it's rigged. It's spooky. And it ain't for the working man. So take it easy. What I'm going to do, I'll go ahead and show you. Like I said, we can try to verify. I'm going to go ahead and show you what I'm doing right now. We're in a real bad state. And I'm hoping you guys get me out of it. And if something bad